Hi Pankaj, how are you doing? One of the things that we discussed last week was the World Mind meditation, and you found it helpful the last time we did it. We can't do it in person right now, and I thought it would be best if I could record it for you so that you can watch it or even maybe just hear it as an audio whenever you want to do this meditation. So I'm going to lead you through this. However, the real time that you have to allocate will depend on you. When you sit down for meditation, you make up your mind, and sometimes there is no time limit. You might come across a problem or a particular constraint that you might want to spend more time in finding the solution. And it will all depend on what you start with and what the constraints are, what the problems are, what the insights and resources you are looking for. So that's where we begin. And as a brief history or a kind of a note as we begin is that the world mind meditation is a technique where you have to have a firm belief that it is not just your body that is you. It is not just this Pankaj that you see who has got a body and who's got an identity that is really operating. If you feel limited to yourself and that it's you in this body, in this uh, life, that it's only you, the way you identify yourself with, who can find solutions, then the meditation will not be helpful. You have to have an expansive mind and believe that it's not just that you are this body, there is something more to it than your body. There is something beyond, there is something absolutely big, magnificent, which is there available at your disposal. And that belief will go a long way in ensuring that this meditation works for you best. Once you're ready with this thought process and you have made up your mind that you want to sit for this small session that you might want to have, you should begin by finding a really comfortable place. Go out there. It could be out in a garden where you don't have much of a disturbance. It could be in your own private space. But ensure that it is peaceful. Ensure that it's going to remain free of distractions whilst you are in this meditative mode. And be ready to spend time, because this will really need going deeper. It will need your efforts to go deeper, to understand yourself, and to come up with the solutions that you seek. So once you've identified the place and you've made up your mind, you go there, you sit down, take a very comfortable position. A position that you are comfortable in, really comfortable sitting down, or it could be a chair. It should not be very rigid or stressful. On the other hand, you should find a suitable position where you are relaxed, where you can sit relaxed for a longish amount of time without having to be distracted by pain in your body or some distraction or the other where the temperatures are not comfortable. So once you find that place, once you're sitting down, close your eyes with your back held straight but relaxed, neck and shoulders relaxed. Close your eyes and start with the technique of breathing. Just continue to breathe your normal respiration. And because you've done Vipassana, it will help you a lot to quickly become aware of your breath, aware of where you're sitting, aware of what you feel. Become aware of each and every breath that you take. The breath going in and the breath leaving your body. Every breath that goes in and every breath that you exhale. Continue to pay attention to your breath. Just natural, normal respiration. And you will have a lot of distractions. Maybe not the physical distractions outside, but the distractions of your thoughts. A thought will arise and suddenly you might want to go to run and find a solution. Stay calm, stay patient, stay with your breath, stay with your breath. Observe your breath in, breath going in, breath coming out. Become aware of each and every breath going in and coming out. Get very comfortable with your breathing. If there are any points in your body which are stressed, in tension, with every breath, relax and release. Relax and release with every breath. And once you're centered and you're aware of yourself, and you're aware when your mind wanders, and you're aware to bring your mind back from the wandering, when you're comfortably centered, imagine, bring to mind a house in your mind, a house where you are. And in this house, you have many rooms. You have many rooms. And you also know that there are many doors and windows. And you also believe and know that there is a world outside these walls. However, in this present situation, you feel so stuck inside this house. You're wandering from one place, one room to the other room, and you can't find the final door to step out where you know the world awaits. You can get into the room, but you're not able to find out a way out. And you feel very, very stuck. You're feeling stuck in this house. You want to find a way out and you can't. And you wander about from the same room to the other, and you keep telling yourself, why am I not able to find my way out? And you're feeling frustrated, you're feeling constrained, you're feeling locked in, you're feeling as though you are unable to find anything in your life that you require right now. And these walls are like your problems, your present problems, your present constraints. You're unable to find a solution, you're unable to get out of them. You feel so stuck. As you imagine this present state with your eyes closed, and you're wondering, how can I find a solution? How can I find a solution? And it's getting more and more frustrating as time passes by. The next step, you imagine that you have not just this body, but there is something within you, your mind or your soul or whatever you want to call it. For the sake of the meditation, we are going to use the word mind. And you have this mind which you realize is not constrained by this body of yours. And you imagine, if my mind is not constrained by my body, what possibilities exist? At this point in time, imagine yourself stepping out of your body, stepping out of yourself and rising slowly. And you start observing that you have stepped out of your body. You start observing that you've stepped out, and you can see yourself down there. And as you step out and you move upwards, you start observing that you're leaving the body and the house behind. And as you move further and further upwards, you realize and you see, and your vision is now absolutely brilliant, and you can see how beautiful the world around those four walls of your house is. And you know that there are resources available just outside that house, and you know there are people, there is so much of opportunity lying out there, but you don't know how to get out of there. So you keep rising up, and this mind of yours, it rises upwards, and then it comes to a point where it sees that around it exists a complete network. It's like a network, like a huge net, a spider's web. And you find that you become a part of that spider's web. And from you, there are multiple connections, millions of connections running from you to the other nodes of the web. And you see that everything is connected and everything is flowing. You can imagine that as you become part of that web, you can imagine and see yourself being a light glowing, and your light is being transmitted to various other places because it's all connected. And you observe and you become aware that this is a world mind. There are millions and millions of minds like you, all connected, all available, and all talking to each other. And the magnitude of this connection sinks in and you realize, so if I am connected in this web, that means all ideas, all creations, all insights, all resources which I need, which I can think of through my thought process are available to me. What you need to do is to ask, to think, to create, and that will be made available to you. So as you become part of this amazing world mind, stay there, observing, becoming aware, imagining the way you can imagine, the connections, the availability, and then start availing the available resources, people, opportunities that are all connected, and start coming up with solutions for each and every single problem you had enclosed in that house where you were feeling frustrated, constrained, and locked in. Bring to mind one problem at a time, and in this expansive world mind and your limitless possibilities, you can now think of any solution, many solutions that can be applicable to each of your problems. So bring each problem to mind and find a solution. Is it a person that you need? Is it an opportunity that you need to open up? Is it someone that you would like to meet? Maybe you don't know the person right now, but if you can make that person vivid in your mind, oh, if this particular person, if this particular kind of thing happens in my life, this problem will get resolved. Then imagine the resource you need. Oh, if I can get this particular amount of money for this particular problem, then this problem will get resolved. Each of your problems, there exists a solution because the problem exists in the level of the mind on earth that you were, and now you're in this world mind at a very different level. All possibilities exist. And all doors can be opened because it's all connected. There are no barriers. There is no big wall between anything. It's free flow. So go through each of your problems. Are there resources, people, opportunities? Do you need something? Is it a sequence that you would like to have? A solution where you can map out the process. Be here in this state. Map out the processes that have to take place step by step with the end in mind. If that is the solution that you need, what are the steps that are required for you to achieve it? Go through each and every one of your problems and come up with each and every solution to that. Now that solution is becoming available to you, and as it is becoming available to you, it is as though being recorded. It's as though being recorded. All these solutions are becoming like a record on your mind there, which is connected and glowing. There is a light and it's all getting recorded. Now imagine, how do you record something? When you record something on a laptop or a computer, you can see the green button and that green light moving. Recording, 5 minutes left, 10 minutes left, and then reduces, and then it completes the sequence. In a similar fashion, your mind is recording all the solutions that you need. Your mind is recording each and every action that is required and storing it in the mind. Play this, imagine this happening. Recording is happening and all the solutions are getting written in your mind. And once you find that it is complete and you find the end message, everything is safely recorded. Become aware of this. And once you're comfortable, once you feel good, that everything that you needed is there, the programs are now available for you to run. It's now like a hard drive available to be plugged in any laptop and to be run. The moment you run it, all the solutions, the things will flash on your screen. So with that hard drive fully ready, when you feel fully confident, you then find yourself floating back out of that web and moving down slowly and gradually. Slowly and gradually, take your time, you're moving back to your place where you left, to your body, right there in the middle of that house. And you slowly, gradually float down in and get into that body again. But this time, as the mind comes back into the body, it has not come back as a mind which had left with problems. It is a mind which has come back with solutions. And as you become part of this, as you start becoming aware of where you are, going back to your breath, focusing on your breath, you're breathing in, breathing out, you observe your breath, become fully aware of what you're feeling, where the breath is touching, you become aware of your surroundings, and then you imagine when you are now fully part of that body, you're not the same old mind that had left. Now you have solutions and you know exactly which part of the house has the exit, which part is the door and where is the door handle, because now you know it. So you go to that door, you open the door with the door handle, and there you are stepping out into the most amazing sunrise that you ever wanted to see. And right in front of you is the path that you have to take to your next destination, and to your next, and to your next. Once you are comfortably opened the door and stepped out into the sunshine, slowly and gradually becoming aware of your surrounding, spending a few minutes with your breath, you can open your eyes, comfortably knowing that you are full of solutions and full of resources. All the best, and let me know how it goes. Thank you.